Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. So I had to change my location in my home and setup due to having changes in my home. They're good changes, but needed to move things around. Personally, these colors are more me, so I'm actually really appreciating the change and kind of being forced to. So, all right, well, thank you so much for stopping by. And what we're going to do today is I'm just checking in with the Divine Masculine. I feel like he has a lot to say. My throat chakra might need to clear. I'm giving you a heads up on that. But what I'm really, while I was meditating before and starting to record, I was tuning into the collective of the Divine Masculine that I'm reading for today. And I heard the word modem. I'm like, modem? Like the computer? And I heard reboot. He's trying to reboot. He wants to start afresh. What I'm feeling like is that the energies of 2020, the energies of 2019, he didn't do all of his processing over the last decade. And this last week, this week of January of 2020, he's been doing a lot of processing of some of the energies and some of the situations, some of his feelings of the 2019 that he hasn't wrapped up. And he's like relieved because he feels like 2020 is a reboot and he's feeling pressure, good pressure, but pressure to start anew, to reboot, to start fresh. And I'm hearing that it's with the Divine Feminine, but I'm also just hearing that right now some of the divine, I'm hearing two things. One set of the Divine Masculines that I'm reading, the collective that I'm reading for, is really looking at rebooting himself, rebooting his life, really looking at things. We picked that up in a couple of the earlier readings. And then the other set, what I'm hearing is really looking at how to restart, reboot, how to re-energize the connection with his Divine Feminine. Because when he looks back over 2019, he's realizing a lot of the mistakes he made. Okay, so that was just from the earlier meditation right before I got on. So we're going to check in. We're going to check in what he wants to talk about and then we're going to see what he has to say. Okay, so we're using the Twin Flame Journey to the Heart key cards by Ernest M. Hemingway. Nope, Henry, not Hemingway. Oops. Okay, I'm just going to do some shuffling. And also, guys, I have a parrot named Kitty, so you may hear him squawking. And I also have a dog, Lulu, who loves to come into our readings. So I just want to give you that heads up. Twin Flame card number 48. Each twin must surrender, let go of conditions, and allow the other to grow. This process cannot be controlled. Remember, when your twin elects to run from you, know that they run from their own self. This is the lesson for both. So this is what the Divine Masculine is wanting to speak about. He's processing all the energies from 2019 and turning it into wisdom right now. So if you feel your twin and he feels a little unsteady, a little shaky, or if communication feels hard, know that that could be what's happening. I'm just going to pull from Island Time Wellness, the Love Oracle cards. This is set number 3. Okay. Expectations. Confirm you want the same things. Prioritize relationship. Expectation yields result. This is the Divine Masculine deck by Awakened Twin. I regret how I handled things in the past. So I'm going to pull cards and then I'm going to do a channeled message. Okay, so I'm going to read them to you and then I'm going to give you a channeled message from the Divine Masculine. We are working together in the astral. This is the Divine Feminine deck by Awakened Twin. I really love using this deck for the 5D messages. Oh. So cut out the toxicity, or cut out toxicity. I am proud of my progress. Okay. This is the Divine Masculine deck again. Oh my goodness, this literally jumped out onto my chest. Like jumped right out of the deck into the air. Okay. And this fell onto the table. I'm working on balancing my energy. So the I'm fighting for us flew out of the deck and landed on me. So what I feel like that is a message in how it came out is that that's a lot of action that Divine Masculine is doing. This is a strong feeling. Even if he's fighting just to balance his own energy so that he can be healthier, recognize that it's also for his twin in the long run. Okay, I'm actually going to move these cards down a bit. Okay. I'm just going to take a moment and connect over to the energy in a higher way so that I can get a channeled message. So just take a deep breath. Allow yourself to be open to receive. You can think of your Divine Masculine. Open up your heart. When you open up your heart, he can feel that, even if it's subconscious. And it can inspire his heart to open or to rumble or to move the energy around of the things that are blocking his heart, that are blocking him from opening his heart. And the Divine Masculine is wanting you to know, I regret how I handled things in the past. This connection is really intense. And the intensity scared me, so I ran. And with that running, I ran straight into many walls that caused me to wake up. It's brought a lot of wisdom. It's helping me to understand myself and understand what I have done in the past. But I have so many expectations that I put on myself. They feel like I have the weight of the world on my chest sometimes. I want you to know and understand that when I ran, I felt some of your expectations, and it felt like it was piling up all of the ones that I already had on myself and from other people in my life and other situations in my life. And it was a tipping point for me. It made me run. I ran from you, I ran from myself, I ran from my family, I ran from friends, I ran deep within myself. I disconnected. I feel like I feel like this divine masculine at this time was not breathing very well. Like he was maybe having some panic attacks. Oh, that's okay. I just got a strong message. The divine masculine. What happened when the divine feminine started speaking up and saying what it is that she deserved? It felt like expectations to him because he was in the energy of expectations. And so when you asked for more, he reacted negatively and ran, whether physically or emotionally. Because what felt like expectations to him landed on top of all of the expectations he was putting in, judgments he was putting on himself. He couldn't breathe, and he felt he either had an anxiety attack or felt one coming on, and so took off. He disconnected. Now I'm just connecting back over. I'm seeing clearly now that some of what felt like expectations were really you standing in your self-worth. Were you knowing I could give more, but I did not feel I could give more. So I perceived them as expectations when really you deserved all of it. We are working together in the astral to cut out the toxicity, so I'm learning to open my heart. I'm learning to breathe through the moments where I feel like running. I can feel you so strongly. It's anchoring me. It's helping me. And I ask, do you feel me too? Do you feel anchored? Know that I'm holding your hand. I'm holding your heart. And I'm cutting out some of the toxicity so that I can learn to honor your heart. Honor that I'm holding it. And so far, I am proud of my progress. Meeting you, fighting with you, losing you has all changed me. And I've come around. So I'm fighting for us. I've come around because now I know I'm fighting for us. But if I come around, bringing some of the old energies, don't be afraid to speak your truth. I can handle it more now. You don't have to be afraid of losing me. We're one. You'll never lose me. Not in truth. I may run, but you can always look for me in the astral and have honest and real conversations. The 5D me and the 5D you are working on balancing my energy in the 3D. And I can feel you doing the same. I can feel the work that you're doing, and I so appreciate it. It's inspiring. It has inspired me. I can feel your anger sometimes, your hurt. And at times it makes me feel like I need like more expectations coming on to me, and then I can't speak. I want to reach out, but I want to hold your heart as sacred as it deserves. And that's an expectation I'm putting on myself. Please know that I'm working on balancing my expectations and understanding them so that I can fight for us. pull a card from the Twin Flame Journey to the Heart deck. What is a parting message that the Divine Masculine would like to give about the journey and what action he's taking at this time? Oh, gorgeous. Master Key, Self-Truth. I'm going to read it to you. Read it, and then I'll bring it back to the camera. Through surrender, you find your truth and heart's calling. The beauty of your truth now rises like the phoenix and will set you free. Whatever you uncover on your road to ascension, listen to your heart. It is your compass of knowing. The phoenix is a beautiful and sacred card. He's rising up from the ashes as a whole and new Divine Masculine. And at the moment that the phoenix bursts into flames, there's a surrender there. Surrendering to the path, surrendering to rebirth, surrendering to the cycles. There's a strong message of Phoenix. There is a strong message of Phoenix energy of what the Divine Masculine is doing, what action he's taking. There's that fighting for it. It's balancing his energy. He's learning to balance and be in the cycles and to heal those expectations to gain wisdom. He's learning how to be authentic to himself so he can be more authentic within the connection. And so, where can you be more authentic with yourself? Since the mirroring is very strong. Where are you in the cycles? Where's your process? Bring your focus back to you so you can come into alignment with yourself and be ready to speak your truth. And know that your truth is not going to push your Divine Masculine away for good. Especially if you come into a balance so that you can speak it with authenticity and love and not through pain. And I'm also just heard that for a good many of us, there's a new cycle starting within this connection. And it's okay to embrace it. But keep in mind how far you've come. Don't hold the masculine in the past because he has come far. It may not seem like far enough. He may come in with some older energies because that's the way he's used to relating. But I feel like this is an extension of the reading I did last night, in the sense that this Divine Masculine likes steady and slow progress. He likes to be sure. He likes to know. He triple checks that he's dotted his T's, crossed his T's and dotted his I's. Okay? Slow and steady progress. So it might seem slow to you or to I or to somebody else, to us. But to him, he's proud of it. Allow him to be proud of it. Allow him to step into his truth and into the new aspect of himself. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I hope this reading resonated. And let me know in the comments if you like the new setup. I will talk to you soon. All right. Much love. Mwah.